This is Hefe speaking, and tonight we are going to be celebrating Aavegotchi's second birthday party, which is crazy because there aren't that many projects in this space that can say that. Happy to be here with you guys. We are live streaming on Twitter as well as on YouTube, so definitely go check that out. And we'll get right into it here. I've bought. So earlier today, I was in the bazaar. I was looking at some prices, and I thought it was pretty interesting what the portal prices are right now. If you look in the bazaar, especially at Haunt 1, I noticed between Haunt 1 and Haunt 2 portals, there wasn't a huge difference in price. So if you look at Haunt 1 closed portals, go lowest price. So the floor right now is at 610 Ghost for Haunt 1 closed portal. You could see this last sold for 1,047 Ghost. So the owner is, taking a bit of a cut on this, decent cut on this. And then something interesting, have a look at the Haunt 2 closed portals. The floor is at 515 Ghost. So roughly only 100 Ghost difference between Haunt 1 and Haunt 2. Some benefits to Haunt 1 Aavegotchis is the lower portal IDs, as well as, the chance of getting the, one of the exclusive limited Haunt 1 collaterals. So those are definitely two big things to consider. And then also with any collection of NFTs, that first edition is always going to be highly coveted by collectors, as the game begins to grow. So that was my thinking behind it. And I thought, well, 100 ghost difference between two portals. I've never actually seen it that close before. I did have some options, right? Because 600 ghost is a lot. You can go to the bazaar right now. You can pick up a Gotchi. Let's say comparable Haunt 1 Aavegotchi. Let's look at the lowest price. You can pick up a floor Aavegotchi right now for 430 ghost. Actually, well, that's not really the floor. That's just someone's just priced that one really low. But the floor looks like around 480. So the difference there is, again, not a whole lot. 120 to 150 ghost difference between the floor Aavegotchi and a closed H1 portal. So I thought these spreads were pretty crazy close. And I thought it was interesting. Haven't summoned an Aavegotchi from an H1 portal. I've actually only bought my H1 Aavegotchi's from a market or open portal. So I thought this was a really interesting opportunity to finally crack open my first H1 portal and do it on Aavegotchi's second birthday. It just felt right. And by the way, if anybody wants to join the chat, I'm in the GMI channel right now, and you'll see if you hang out in the D420 lounge, we can chat about portals. I'm gonna talk about stats. Maybe we can pull up. We may not have. Well, let's see here. Let's see if we can pull up the stats. There's a portal there. There was a recent proposal. Actually, it wasn't recent. It was a couple months ago. A proposal went through basically outlining the new traits, what they're going to be. I feel like we should be looking at that. There was a whole bunch of proposals that went through the DAO. We have a really active DAO, by the way, for people just joining. Aavegotchis, if you've never heard of them, are these cute crypto collectible ghosts. And you can stake your collateral, different kinds of crypto collateral in them, so you can actually stake crypto. You have to stake crypto in this ghost to summon it from its portal. And once it's summoned, you can do a number of things with it. You can rent it out. You can actually play the game in the Gotchiverse, which is, farming on your land parcels, designing or crafting installations, and also collecting spillover alchemica. So those are some of the things you can do with an Aavegotchi right now. But we also have an ever expanding use case for Aavegotchis because they are fully on chain. So that really opens up the possibilities for kind of what you can do with them. Back to this. Let's see if we can find trait mapping. Here we go. So this was the proposal that passed through for trait mapping just recently, not too long ago. Unanimously passed with 98% voting yes to pass this proposal. And so stating HP capacity, defense power, HP and AP regeneration, and melee power are all low traits. And then the AP capacity, action speed, ethereality, and ranged power are the high traits. So we can, once we actually summon our Aavegotchi, we can look at this and see what sort of archetype. Actually, another thing I will check out, I will plug here, is the 8-bit GG portal scanner. And we might actually use this portal scanner. So let's go to open portal scanner. And we'll be able to actually, enter the token ID of the open portal. And we'll be able to look inside and, compare the traits of our Aavegotchi. And we'll, reference the this DAO proposal right here. Now you can see also the price of Aavegotchis. Oh yeah, shout out to Casper the Gotchi in the Discord. Hey friend, how's it going? Yeah, hopefully sending good vibes. I appreciate that. Yeah, so H1 portals are quite cheap. I remember them easily being over 1,000 ghost for much of the time that I've been involved with Aavegotchi. They definitely have had their dips, but I've seen them for the most part over 1,000 ghost. And I remember even going up until Haunt 2, they were well over 1,000, well over 1,500 ghost. So it's a great time to look at maybe, if you are a little bit of a degen and you want to roll the dice, it's a great time to consider maybe looking at some portals. Not financial advice, of course, but definitely if you have the ghost sitting around and you're willing to roll the dice, you're feeling lucky, definitely something to consider. And so, yeah, I was just also looking at my odds. You have to open quite a few portals. I will just, put a disclaimer out there. You have to open quite a few to get really good, really, really good Aavegotchis. So, some people have opened 20 portals and not got anything great. And then you have some people opening 1 or 2 and they get a double Mythize or something that's like a 550 BRS. So, anything over 520 is pretty hard to get, but it is completely possible. I've seen it many times doing portal openings with 8-Bit Gamers Guild. So it's definitely not out of the possibility. So yeah, we were looking at the bazaar there. I think we should just kind of get into this portal and open it and see what's inside here. Now, also the rarity of the Aavegotchi is a big deal, because if I get a high BRS Aavegotchi, that would be perfect timing for rarity farming season, because that is one of the trade-offs of summoning an Aavegotchi from a portal right now. Because I could go to the bazaar. I was talking with No Future about this. I can go to the bazaar and I can get an Aavegotchi here. I was looking at a Unigotchi, 499 ghost, rarity score of 420, so that's kind of low. Kinship, though, is 112, meaning it's been pet. You start at 50 kinship. So this Aavegotchi's been pet by its owner for 62 days, so almost 2 months head start already. It's a Haunt 1. And so, this might be something to consider. It's a little extra value added. It has some XP, although it's not very much. And so these Aavegotchis also, they're aging. So as time goes on the blockchain with their sheer existence, they're going to gain some rarity points that they can add on. And so all these points that I'm talking about, they can be used to modify these traits over here. So that these traits right here is what we really care about. And more so, if you want Gotchi with the really good battle traits, you're going to want a lot of the BRS to be focused around the energy, aggressiveness, the spookiness, the brain power. You want a lot of your points to be focused around that, and maybe not so much the eyes. But if you're looking for more of a collector class kind of Aavegotchi, you might want to look for, yes, high traits, but also, the rare eye colors. So these eye colors and eye shapes are based off of these two traits here, which cannot be changed, which will make these things really rare, right? If you have an Aavegotchi, like a 1 of 1, it's going to be the only Aavegotchi in the game with that collateral and those eye shape and eye colors. That would make it really rare. And so there's a few of these types of Aavegotchis. So that's another type of rare Aavegotchi we could potentially get tonight, even if it's not a high BRS. We could get something that's like a 1 of 4 Aavegotchi, or 1 of 2 Aavegotchi, maybe 1 of 1 Aavegotchi. Those are some of the possibilities that can happen. I'm personally wishing we get a uni Aavegotchi tonight or a chainlink Aavegotchi tonight. And, you know, I'm hoping for, of course, a very high BRS, but we'll see what happens. I really do have a good feeling about tonight, though. And so, something else that I always thought was interesting about these portals is it uses Chainlink VRF to determine which 10 Aavegotchis you're going to get in your portal. And so that could really vary from day to day, because those traits of those Aavegotchis are not determined up until the moment that you interact with the Chainlink VRF. So as soon as you engage with it, that's when you get the traits of your Aavegotchis from the portal, which is really interesting because it reminds me of this phenomena of like Schrodinger's cat. This guy, you know, physicist who came up with this experiment of this cat in a box, you know, and he was able to determine through his experiment that, you know, up until the moment you open the box, the cat is both alive and dead. At the same, it's both an alive cat and a dead cat up until you open the box, and then, you know, reality manifests itself. So that's kind of the idea here with the portal being this magical kind of experience. What you're doing is you're engaging with the VRF and getting a bunch of random traits in that moment. So I say, you know, if you're having a great day, you have good vibes, you're feeling great, and things have just been working out for you lately, you might want to think about opening a portal because it might be in your favor. So that's kind of the vibes I was getting lately, and especially with Aavegotchi's second birthday, it just felt right. Even though I'm going to be way behind on the kinship and the XP, you know, starting from the bottom, I'm hoping, you know, I'll get high enough rarity tonight that it will maybe make up for that. But we'll see. You know, I'm rolling the dice. So let's go head over to my portal. I get nervous before these things every single time. I don't know about you guys, but I don't open portals very often, so it's kind of a big deal. So here we go. So tap to open. We'll get a transaction here to interact with the contract. Here, we'll just change the gas limit so you don't have to wait too long. Okay. So I think we might have to do, I think it's usually 2 transactions, but we do the one there. That portal opening sound, I'm going to make sure the volume's turned up for you guys on that. It is glorious. There we go. We're opening the portal. H1, $24.99. Wish me luck, friends. I hope this works out. Oh, did it not work out? Tap to open. Okay, confirm transaction. I finally got it on Etherscan. Summoning our Aavegotchis. Ooh, the anticipation is building. I hope it's good. I hope it's good. Maybe I'll have to go out and buy another. I still feel like I'm winning though, because it's a, you know, Portal 2499. Okay, here we go. First one is a 411 Chainlink Aavegotchi. Energy is not that great. It's kind of an average, kind of a neutral, all-round neutral Aavegotchi. Is rare, eye color, common, nothing special there. We have a 470 USDT. I'm not really a huge fan of USDT Aavegotchis. It's turn energy, normal, brain size, creepy, nothing there. Okay, 509. So it's a 509 Aave with mythical low eyes. Not bad, not bad. So this is 3 out of 10. And then we have a 439 Chainlink Aavegotchi. I like how this one has a small brain. But again, a midwit. We call it a midwit Aavegotchi. Oh, a 357. 357 is kind of low. Let's see here. I think fireball.gg will have some cool stats for us. I think we go to market, actually. Let's see how many Aavegotchis are on the market. 357 rarity. Let's do 357. Forget how to do this. 357. Minimum 357. We need maximum BRS 357. Advanced. They have an advanced search. Minimum. Okay, well, maybe I can put a. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how I can find the 357s. I don't think there are that many 357s. Maybe Aavegotchi stats would be able to help me out here. 357 traits. I think it's no rarity distribution. Here we go. Just waiting for that boot up. Waiting for it to load up. We're at 5 out of 10. We have 5 more left to go. We have a 509. You know, that could be promising. I feel if there's nothing else great in that portal, I feel okay with the 509. All right. I don't know if this is going to work for me, so we'll see. Let's just keep going. 463. It's a die. Not that spooky. Yeah, it's just kind of average. Some nice eye traits, but nothing nothing crazy. Yeah, I agree, Casper. You know, 509's a winner already in my eyes. Then you got a 467, 432 Uni Aavegotchi, which looks pretty freaking dope, but honestly, I don't know if I'm going to summon a 432, a 419, and a 408. So I think we're going to go with the 509. I think that is the most promising winner, which is another Aavegotchi. And this one's kind of cool because it has it's pretty high energy, it's pretty combative. The small, the spookiness is kind of cool, and the brain size is nothing special. And then also has the myth low eyes, which is kind of cool. So all around, not the worst. I agree with Casper. 509's a winner. Just want to compare here to this right here. Let's look at our stats. So energetic. So this is gonna have high AP capacity combined with high action speed. So that's gonna be good. And then I think it has low spookiness, right? Yeah, low spookiness. So then it also has high HP and AP regen. So this Gotchi might actually do really great in the arena because it has high AP capacity for your weapons, high action speed, and then it also has the high regen capacity combined with, I think it just has average range power, which is not a big deal. Um, and then also the mythical low eye shape. So overall, not a bad Aavegotchi. We're gonna summon this guy, and I believe I might have to just, let's see, get Aave, get a Aave. So how much do I need to swap? Okay, so 4.18 ghost. Let's just make sure, actually. Let's yeah, I just want to make sure that's the Aavegotchi we're gonna summon, because we have a chain link Aavegotchi. I think it's 509. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good with the 509. Yeah, I don't have a H1 with a mythical low eyes. So, and then the chain link, that one's meh. That one's kind of cool. The 357. I wanted to see the rarity distribution of that. This isn't working though. But either way, 357 is kind of low. I feel like this Aavegotchi would never really leave the realm. And then I also feel that 357 is not low enough to be considered like a true collector Aavegotchi. Some people like to collect the really low rarities, and that's cool. But I don't know if I want to own a common Aavegotchi. Like, look at this one. It's cool looking. It's really cool eyes. But look at its traits here. 42, 48. So that's not going to be useful at really anything there, combat wise. And then you have 25. You have a small brain, which would give you melee power, but then you don't have AP capacity or action speed. So that wouldn't really be a great combo. I can do one more thing here, actually. Scan the portal. And what it does for you here, it actually orders the portal. I believe it orders it in from best to worst. 432 is your lowest, Casper. That's okay. That's interesting. 342, sorry. That's low, right? I mean, you're getting down there. Anything below 350 is probably getting pretty scarce, like with the amount of gotchis that would be out there. Just for the culture, though, I feel you. So this really visualizes all the traits of the Aavegotchi as well. So this has a mythical trait, one rare, and then a bunch of uncommon traits, which I'm cool with. This one's looking more and more promising. I think we're probably going to be going with that one, because all the other ones, 470, 467, 463, 432, they're all fairly low BRS Aavegotchis. So I think we're going to go with that. 509. Not the 569 I was hoping for, but I'm happy with the mythical H1 limited eyes, because that was a very unique eye shape, and then having the 509 is also kind of nice. So we'll go with that guy. It's confirmed, and that's why I like this tool. This is at 8bitgg.com. You can scan your portal, open portals, and gives you nice visual representation. Chainlink Aavegotchis would be nice too, but I got my one token Chainlink Aavegotchi. And that Uni Aavegotchi, man, I would still go for that Uni Aavegotchi, but the BRS is just kind of way too low for me to consider it. Let's look in the bazaar, because I think there's something similar like this, but as a 420 BRS in the bazaar. Kind of similar eye shape and stuff for 499 Ghost. So I'm still leaning heavily towards this one here. What's the cheapest 509 in the bazaar? Just out of curiosity. So the cheapest 509 in the bazaar, actually it's a 512, is 475. So the spread between, just picking up an equivalent Aavegotchi from the bazaar and summoning from the portal is still not a huge difference. That's why I kind of felt okay going for the closed portal. And then if you look over here, if you look at a comparable Aavegotchi, it's 550 Ghost, and this one doesn't have the original H1 mythical eyes, which mine does. So, trying to see something comparable to just compare value wise. This one has mythical eyes. It's going for 866 Ghost. It's a what's the big BRS? This is a 519, so it's actually 10 more. Yeah. I think I made the right move. That's basically what it comes down to. I feel like it was still a solid choice, with the outcome, and yeah, let's summon this Aavegotchi here. You definitely have to think on these things, right, to make sure that that's actually what you want to do. I mean, the other alternative choice is to just sell this on the bazaar for 500 Ghost, but then I don't know. I kind of like to collect the low token IDs as well, and those are pretty hard to come by near the floor in the bazaar. There's one more portal up there right now, but I haven't seen too many of those near the floor for too long. There's just opportunities every now and then you can jump on. Let's see here. Just doing that. So swap from Ghost. Yeah, 509. I'm happy with that. So this is the second birthday Aavegotchi. What should we name it? That's another question. What do we name this thing? See, that's another thing is, for those of you just listening in, learning about this stuff, you can name your Aavegotchi, and it's kind of like an ENS. So, once that name is taken, you cannot... Okay, so I think I've summoned my Aavegotchi. We should go check it out, see if it's there. Do not see it yet. Are there 2 transactions? So we did stake it. Maybe it takes a little while to confirm. Let's check your transaction. So we did, yeah. Maybe that was to transfer. Okay, and then so that first transaction was to actually, convert to MA Aave, and then now I can approve the transfer. Okay, permission request. Now it's going to stake this. Glad to have this added to the collection. So this is an energetic, combative, impish Aavegotchi. Claim with that much Aave. Yes. So there's a couple transactions here you got to do. And this is my third Aavegotchi, which is pretty cool. What should we name this Aavegotchi? I'm just thinking of some name ideas. See, I watched Ghostbusters recently, and I just got the Ghostbuster vibes right now. So I think I might name this Gotchi Dr. Venkman, if you know who that is, from Ghostbusters. I feel like he has that vibe. This is the vibe I'm getting. Is that how we spell it? Let's Dr. Venkman. Might show you a picture. This is Dr. Venkman right here. Peter Venkman. There you go. Ghostbusters. Venkman. We definitely want to make sure you get the name right. Venkman. Yes. And that's another transaction. So Dr. Venkman he got liquidated, and he's now reincarnated on the Aave protocol, on the Polygon blockchain. I'm gonna dress up Dr. Venkman now too. Get him ready for some rarity farming. I might have some wearables that fit him really well. So let's go see if we can get some wearables. My Aavegotchis, Dr. Venkman's hanging out. Newborn, born 66 blocks ago. Give him a fresh pet. Give him his first pet. See, when you're at 50, you can't really. Your kinship is like nothing, but that's okay. We're gonna build up to that. We're gonna give Dr. Venkman lots of training, lots of XP, and we'll go places with that. Pretty great. Let's equip. So let's see the stats here real quick. 83, 89, 7, and 47. So we're not going to bother with the brain size. You know, this Aavegotchi is not going to be good at either melee power or ranged power. So it's power, essentially, what it can do in terms of, you know, its attack is going to be probably kind of weak. So we're going to rely on our AP capacity and our action speed, our ability to hit quickly, while also being able to regain our HP and AP. So it's kind of it's really cool because it can really regain its HP and AP quickly, but it also has high AP capacity. So this is going to be a hitter. You know, it's going to be a rapid fire kind of Gotchi, I'd imagine, for battle. So what we want to do is we want to raise its AP. We want to raise its aggression, I think. So let's see, what do we have that will raise aggression? So we have this. We'll put the gamer jacket on. And then brain size is below 50, so these actually do work. What else can we do here? Spookiness, no, we can't raise that. We can raise the energy, but that's going to raise the spookiness. This one's great. This one will raise the aggressiveness by 2, but the brain size, it'll increase it by 1. So that's not, again, not ideal. But it's a rare wearable, so we kind of want to stick to the try and stick to the higher tiers when you're dressing your Gotchis for rarity farming. I guess we could go. We We can't increase the spookiness. We can't increase the brain size because they're both kind of low traits. So we can either see, we can maybe go with this, the energy, the Bitcoin beanie. Let's see. Let's see how that works out. And then we'll go with the, can't increase brain there. That'll decrease. This will increase aggressiveness by 2. This is a nice addition here. And let's also go with another, go with a grenade. And then we can go with a, I would probably go with a raffle of some kind because it's going to lower my brain size. I don't need to lower my brain size, but I'll raise my BRS. So we'll go with this for now. I think this is a good combo. And I don't think it's completely representative of Dr. Venkman. I need to go out and find some wearables. Like, I really want the Jordan here. I think that would be great. Let's see if those actually work out for Aavegotchi. I love my wearables, man. I love collecting wearables. I mean, it's a reason why I only have, now 6 Aavegotchis. Well, let's see here. We just dressed one up. I have 6 Aavegotchis for a reason. It's because I try to collect wearables. I think the utility of them is unknown, so you might as well start collecting pretty much a little bit of everything. And I think over time the value will be realized of some of the wearables. You can sell off the ones that maybe don't have as much utility as you thought, but I feel like they're really working hard. Pixelcraft is working hard on adding more meaning and utility to these wearables. And we also have more lore coming out, right? So if there's some wearables that are deeply tied in with the lore of the Gotchiverse, you can expect those wearables to also have that additional value to them. Again, not financial advice, but out of everything in the Aavegotchi ecosystem, I always thought the wearables were the most interesting. And then shortly after that, the closed portals. You saw why today, we got a 509 BRS with the mythical eyes. I think that's a pretty great win in my books for paying, what did I pay for this? 610 ghost or 620 ghost, I think, for this. So 620 for a 509 with H1 mythical eyes. Like, I'm going to go with that. I consider that a win. And we're going to try and find some wearables that work really well for Dr. Venkman here pretty soon. I'll keep you guys updated on what I'm doing for rarity farming. But I thought we'd crack open a portal tonight, talk about, what these Aavegotchi portals are, how the whole process kind of works. Hope you guys got a lot of value from that. And we'll definitely catch up again soon. I kind of enjoy doing these. And leading up to rarity farming, I'm definitely going to be giving you some updates on how I'm preparing for our big rarity farming event. So definitely stay tuned for that, and we'll catch you later, friends. Hope you all have a good rest of your evening, and thank you to those who are channeling the good vibes. Happy birthday to Aavegotchi. Happy 2nd birthday. And definitely stay tuned for the Aavegotchi Guild Summit, the first ever summit, this Saturday, July 16th. We'll be live streaming the event. If you are a guild manager, please contact one of us or jump into the GMI server and grab your summiter role. We'd love to have you represent your guild at our summit. Yes, stay tuned for some more announcements coming soon regarding NFTs because we got some cool stuff coming down the pipeline. Again, take care, friends. We'll talk again. Peace out.